everybody.
Hey everybody, we're downtown here in
Virginia City.
which was kind of a mock-up of the Ponderosa Bonanza show.
Yes.
But it was an old silver mine, and we're gonna go and explore around and see some history and just have some fun. Maybe even have a beverage.
Let's go take a look.
Great. They should
Run away with us to Virginia City.
So we traveled out to Virginia City. This was while we were still in the Lake Tahoe area.
Right.
It was just about a 30-minute drive in the other direction.
Yes.
So 30 minutes to Lake Tahoe, 30 minutes to Virginia City or so. We all went together, us and Life Uninterrupted.
Brian and Shauna.
Brian and Shauna. So we all went, because they were in the same campground as us.
Right.
So we all went to Virginia City together to kind of check out the old silver mine town.
Yeah, like gold mine, silver mine. It's got a lot of history, let's just say that.
Let's just say mining. And then it got very popular during the, right after Bonanza, the TV show, aired, because this is kind of what they used as a model for the town.
Right, yeah, the town was very run down. It didn't have, any tourists coming to it. And then after Bonanza,
a lot of people started coming and visiting, thinking they would see Little Joe and Hoss.
Right.
But it was kind of nice. It also had, from what we understand, we did not research this. You can fact check it and say you guys were completely wrong. But according to some of the people that were there, the locals were telling us that the whole hippie look kind of started here because a lot of groups had a lot of their early performances, like the Grateful Dead, Janis Joplin, and a few others had early performances at one of the saloons further down, which we actually go in for drink and a little bit of food.
Right.
I don't think we show the food because it was.
No,
we'll get to
it's
that
just
later.
Pizza. Yeah, no big deal.
But they saw people with like long hair and beards, like that cowboy look, and they kind of assimilated the look into their hippie culture.
That's right.
That could be 100% false.
Or it could be true.
Don't write me a comment and say you're way off, because as I said, I don't know. This is just what they told us. And
exactly.
So we're passing it along so that if you go to Virginia City and they tell you, you're like, yeah, I already heard that.
I've heard it.
And then you can correct them there. But we had fun. It was a very chilly day.
Yes, it was very windy and chilly.
And
what we would take for that right now.
Yeah, we're a little hot here. Yeah, sorry. But it was a good time.
Good.
It's hot here right now.
Yes.
So it was definitely chilly, but we were bundled up and having a good time.
That's true. So let's continue on our journey through Virginia City.
While it was chilly, we needed to stop for a place for a hot beverage, and there was one place that was open, and that was a cool little bar breakfast area. And
it was nice that we could actually go inside.
Yeah, you could go inside. We got hot cocoa and stuff like that. This was their outside deck view, which was really nice. It had some of the historic look of the building, but you could look out on the whole valley, and it was a great place for you to get some Instagram photos.
That's right.
I always bother you while you're photoing.
Oh no, it's great.
Then we went over to the Red Dog Saloon. We had been walking around for a bit. We wanted to just get kind of a small bite to eat.
And that was the place,
This is the place where supposedly a lot of these bands played their first concerts or early concerts from the 60s.
Right.
And they even had a little dog keeping the stage warm. But we had some pizza and stuff like that there. And then we just kept on going with our tour through the whole area. And it was just a cute little town, and they had this great grandma's fudge.
Right.
We didn't get any, but you could see them in the window making the fudge.
It sure smelled good.
It did smell good. We even wrote on their little chalkboard.
That's right.
Where we were from, and we got to see them preparing it. And then this was kind of the welcome center
Exactly.
And they just had one of their old bars, and they even showed you like one of the old barbershop chairs and stuff like
yeah,
that.
like everything unique from back in the day, which is really cool.
Kind of like a little time capsule. Then just up the block, I don't know the direction, east, west, north, whatever, but just up the block was this really cool hat and leather store.
Yeah.
And this guy was making hats to this day the way you make them back a long time ago.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. So we just went in there, poked around. You and Shauna looked at some of the items, but Brian and I got very lucky because in the back we got to meet the guy Pascal, and he's the hat maker, and he's Virginia City Hat Makers, and you can even email him, and I'll put that up on the screen. But it was just a cool little town, and we had a great time. And it was just like going back in history a little bit with new cars.
Oh yeah.
So thank you very much for coming with us to Virginia City.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, it's if you're in the area, it's a nice place to just stop and spend a few hours. They had a lot of things that we couldn't see. There was like a firefighters museum,
right?
That they talked about, and some ghost town stories, which you can see in other places like Prescott, Arizona, and Tombstone, Arizona.
But like we do now,
Tombstone, Arizona. I'll put that right up there.
We would definitely say, just do your research. Just go online. Maybe call the places that you're interested in, especially if they're indoors, just to see if they're open for tours or.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, when we were there,
it's still worth it to go by there, even if it's just a few things open. It's a neat place to tour.
Yeah, no, it really was. And then, just like we say, obviously we were there during the start of the pandemic,
right?
Or continuing pandemic,
yeah.
But so a lot of the things were closed for that. But like Anne's saying, they might be closed on a Thursday and stuff like that. So regardless of what's going on in the world, it's good to just research before you drive to a city to make sure some of the things you're looking for are open on that day.
Right.
We've learned through these travels, and we're happy to share, that things close on days that you were like, really? It's closed on that day? Like,
yeah, it's like a Monday or Tuesday you'll find things closed, and it's like.
But sometimes we've seen them Saturdays, and it's like Saturday. Isn't that like a day you would think would be open? But you just never know. People need days off, so we get that.
Do your research, that's for sure.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already.
Right.
We love having all our new subscribers. So we appreciate more and more. They can leave comments and thumbs ups, and if they want to know when a new video,
they get notified by hitting the bell.
There you go. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you on the next video.
Thanks, guys.